Hello guys, Ashley here, Awesome on Stage Lee fan, back there with another video, and it is not a Gossip Girl rant. I have to always say that a Gossip Girl rant because I don't want you guys to get you guys hopes up. No, I'm not here to talk about Gossip Girl. I'm here with a different topic. Like I said, I have different topics I want to talk about, so today is one of them. I have been recently watching King of the Hill. I have never watched all of the seasons. I know this is a TV show that a lot of people say is boring and it's not interesting, and I can totally understand that because I do think a lot of episodes in the seasons, there are a lot of boring episodes in like each season. There are a lot of episodes that are just like not interesting. And to me, the episodes that I just never find interesting are Bobby-based episodes or Peggy-based episodes. I'm sorry. And I'm going to get to it because I actually came here to talk about the seasons that I have watched so far and to rank them. But I wanted to give my opinions on each character before I rank the seasons that I have watched. I have watched seasons 1 through 9. I recently just finished season 10 and 11. I'm going to wait until I finish seasons 12 and 13, and then I'll come back and rank all 13 seasons. How about that? But yeah, this is a show that a lot of people just didn't care for. Like, even when I was younger, I just always thought that this show was just so boring. Like, I remember my dad watching it early in the morning, like on the CW, and thinking like, oh my god, this show is so boring. But I think like people are just so used to shows like Family Guy and American Dad and The Simpsons. I don't know if The Simpsons is as chaotic as a show like Family Guy or if it's more tame. Rick and Morty is a little chaotic. Bob's Burgers is a little tame. It's not as chaotic, but it still manages to be super duper funny with what it does. I actually really do love Bob's Burgers. I love the first 4 seasons, if I'm going to be honest. I'm going to talk about Bob's Burgers because I recently just rewatched that too, so I might talk about Bob's Burgers in the future. But, what else? I've never watched every single season for Family Guy. My sister is recently rewatching Family Guy, and she said it's, like, hilarious. I remember just always watching, like, Family Guy, like, I would just watch an episode that was on TV. Family Guy. I always thought it was hilarious, but I'm about to watch Family Guy too. I'm about to watch the seasons that have been done and finished. So yeah, King of the Hill is very different. I think King of the Hill is just more of a average day-to-day, focusing on an average man. That's what I would say it is. It's more focusing on his daily life, and I can understand why it's a bit boring for people because it would be more fun if it was chaotic, and I get it. Even I said that sometimes, that I wish that it would kind of step out of this tame element and try to do something a little bit more fun. And they do that sometimes, but not all the time. But me personally, I love King of the Hill. I've been having a lot of fun watching some of these seasons. Not all of them, some. I do enjoy some of the characters. Even though, like I said, it's tame, I feel like the show is good at what it does at being tame. But before I get into the seasons that I have seen and rank them from worst to best, let's talk about the characters. Starting with Hank. What are my thoughts on Hank? I think Hank is funny. I think Hank is funny, and I think he is super duper duper uptight. I think he does not know the idea of fun or stepping out of his element. If you put a gun to his face, Hank does not know the idea of fun. He's really uptight, but I think that's what makes him funny, is that he's really uptight and just like kind of stubborn. He kind of stuck in his own way, and he's just like really fun. I have no problems with Hank. I would say in the seasons now that I'm watching, I feel like he's like not himself anymore. Like in the first, I would say 8 seasons, he was actually really funny, but now it just seems like, I don't know, Hank really not himself. Like a lot of these episodes, he's really not giving what he used to give with Hank. But I would say Hank is actually pretty funny, and I think him being uptight is what makes him really funny to me. Next is his wife Peggy. I like Peggy as a character. I think she's very, she's a feminist. When she gets into that mood, she can be a feminist. I think I feel like she's funny when she's really mad about something. Like when she really is in that position to like defend what she believes in. That's when she's really the funniest, at her best, and like really super funny. But to me, Peggy-based episodes are really, really boring. Peggy has not had one. Actually, that's not true. Peggy had like one interesting episode, and that was when she had to teach sex ed in season 1. Outside of that, Peggy does not have any interesting story, any interesting episodes based on her character. She's not interesting. She's either teaching or it's something stupid. Like, it's something like that's like really not funny. I'm sorry. Peggy as a character, I feel like she's at her best when it's an episode about everybody. When it's about Hank, Bobby, and her. When it's just an episode like literally just about her, the plot is about her, I can't sit through it. I literally do not watch her episodes. Like when I have to always make sure what episodes to watch because I don't want to sit through any Peggy episodes. I just can't do it. But I don't have nothing against Peggy. She's funny when she wanna be. She's cool, I guess, but she's not my favorite character. Next is her son, Bobby. Bobby, to me, is a mixed bag because I think he's really adorable kid. I think he's really sweet kid. And I feel like with him, they're taking you on with Bobby, I feel like they're telling you on, like, his journey on being, like, a preteen, finding himself, his group of people, and learning about girls and everything like that and where he fits in. And I have nothing against Bobby's episodes. I just can't watch them because I feel like they're so formulaic. I feel like all of his episodes is about literally the same plot line with him. There's only been a couple episodes that I actually really liked with Bobby, and that is when season 1, when he has to learn how to kiss. That was pretty funny. This episode in season 3 with he wanted to play soccer, but he had to end up playing football. An episode I just watched it. I think it is in season 11 when he went to this youth group and like the guy was like really into God, really into religion, but like it was a different type of, it was his form of church, but not in the church that you go to every Sunday. His type of church was different. He let the kids be themselves. He let the kids have fun. It ain't like, I'm not trying to come anybody who does go to church every day, but that's kind of how it was in the episode. Like he's still letting the kids believe in what they believe in, but he also wants them to believe in some form of God in some way. So yeah, those are probably like the only interesting really Bobby episodes to me. I like his friendship with Joseph and Connie, but Bobby as a character, like I said, just like Peggy, his episodes, they're not boring, they're just very formulaic. Like I'm just so tired. Oh no, the other episode too when he had a crush on this girl and her parents were like okay with her having sleepover with guys and girls. That's probably like the only interesting Bobby episodes I've seen. I heard the stuff with Bobby is that it's just so formulaic. It's either him trying to find a new group to fit in with or him having a crush on a girl, and it's just like I'm so tired of seeing that. I want Bobby to do something different. Please. Give him an episode where like he's sneaking out or something, like just stop giving him the same exact plot line. Bobby has had the same exact plot line since season 1. And it's like he's a sweet kid. He's very sweet, but like he's not all that funny either. That's why I say he's a mixed bag. I just don't know how to feel about Bobby sometimes. Like I just feel like he's sweet, he's nice, but he's not really funny. He's not really funny, and some of his episodes are not that interesting. So we got the best character in the show coming up next, and that is Cotton, Hank's dad. Cotton is the funniest character in King of the Hill. His dad is so hilarious. He is, oh my god. His episodes are the best episodes to watch. They're always funny. Like, his dad is he's so funny, dude. And the fact that they killed him off in season 12, like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Why would y'all kill Cotton off? That was stupid to me. And, like, the way he went out was just so dumb. And, like, they tried to make that so, like, I don't know if what they were trying to do was make it, like, emotional, but to me, I was just pissed off the entire time. Because it's like, why? Like, I could understand, like, the actor, maybe he wanted to be written off, but it's like, y'all couldn't find another actor to play him. It's a whole different actor playing Joseph. That kid sound like a grown-ass man. I'm thinking, like, yo, Joseph supposed to be, him and Mike supposed to be in middle school. Joseph's like a whole-ass high schooler. Like, I'm thinking, like, yo, what? He don't even sound like how he sounded in the first season, Joseph. Like, at all. But his dad is funny. You don't really see Hank's mom that much. The last appearance his mother had was in season 3. And after that, you never saw Hank's mom ever again. And she wasn't really that funny. And, like, her only real interesting episode was the episode in season 2 with her boyfriend. I've forgotten to write that down. The episode with her boyfriend in season 2 and the episode with, he had to take her and her friends to this museum in season 3. That's it. But the episodes with his mother wasn't really, no, the episodes with his mom were funny because of Hank, but his mother is not a funny character like Cotton. Cotton is a very hilarious character. I just like his episodes were always funny. His interactions with people were always hilarious. My favorite Cotton episode probably has to be his first episode in season 1. It was hilarious. Come and get your Tootsie Rolls. But let's shift gears and let's talk about Hank's friends. Let's talk about Dale first. I think Dale is the most interesting character out of all 3 of them. Out of Dale, Boomhauer, and Bill, Dale is the most interesting. Dale is entertaining. He is funny. And I like the voice actor that plays him. Like, I don't know, Dale is just very entertaining. The only thing that's stupid about Dale is that the fact that he does not know that his wife Nancy was cheating on him for 14 years. The fact that he believes that that kid Joseph is his son is just like, whoa, what? That's crazy. But outside of that, Dale is very entertaining. I feel like, yeah, he's just very entertaining. Like, I didn't have nothing bad to say about Dale. His son Joseph, he's a fly on the wall. I don't care about Joseph. He don't get no. He's had a few episodes focused on himself, but I don't care to watch them. His wife Nancy, her too, she's kind of like in the background. Even in later seasons, they're giving Nancy episodes. It's like, I don't care about her. I don't care about Nancy. Unless you're gonna write an episode about Dale finding out that she's been cheating, I don't care about Nancy. I don't care about that other shit with John Redcorn. That shit ran its course. What's crazy is that I believe it was season 6 where her and John Redcorn ended a relationship. After that, you didn't see him again until like season 9, and then he just disappeared all over again. It's like, where the fuck did his character just disappear to? But like, that really ran its course, the stuff for her and John Redcorn. It's like, if they're not gonna find out, can we just drop this? Like, this is getting really understand. I'm so tired of her living with this man in the middle of the day and Dale just not figuring it out. Like, dude, she's having a whole ass affair. Like, are you really that stupid? He will come into, dude, there will be episodes where John Redcorn will be coming to their house and they will really be having sex in the house and Dale will be so clueless. It's like, are y'all serious? He's this dumb? Dale really can't figure it out that his wife is cheating on him. Alright. And the fact that everybody in the neighborhood noticed she's cheating and no one is saying anything, it's like, are they really Dale's friends? Hank, he's been your friend since high school. And you go tell that his wife cheating on him? That's crazy to me. But outside of that, Dale is, I think he's hilarious and he's really entertaining. The next person I want to talk about is Boomhauer. I think Boomhauer is funny, but Boomhauer literally gets like no episodes focused on himself. And whenever he does get an episode, they're very dumb. They're very stupid and they're not funny. and it's like he's a funny character. He has some of the he has some of the funniest one-liners and some of these funniest things that you don't understand. It's so funny, and I feel like he talks less in the later seasons. Like I feel like he gets like less dialogue in the later seasons compared to like the couple first seasons. I feel like during like season like 8 and 9ish, like he just don't get enough dialogue. It's like, why is he not talking? Like, what's up with that? And Bill, I think Bill is pathetic. I think Bill is annoying. I think Bill is weird. He is really obsessed with Peggy and Hank's marriage, and I just don't get. I understand like Bill is supposed to be like the average man going through a divorce and everything like that, but Bill is very weird to me. Like, he's not funny either, and like, why in the living fuck were the writers giving him episodes? Like, I don't care about Bill. Stop giving him episodes, please. Stop giving him episodes. Like, literally, Bill is not funny. He's not entertaining. And I wonder, like, did we ever meet his wife? The wife that, quote unquote, left him? Like, I wonder if we ever meet her. But if we don't, I don't care. But I just wonder, like, what does she look like? Is there a flashback to them getting divorced? Like, I just always wonder that. But the last person I want to talk about is, we got The People Next Door. But I want to talk about Luann first because I literally just forgot about Luann. Luann is really, really annoying, and she is voice acted by the late great Brittany Murphy. A huge fan of Brittany Murphy, but that don't change the fact that her character is so annoying. She's either dating, whining about something, or talk about something that just don't matter. She's really annoying, and like half the seasons, like she kind of just stopped getting screen time. Like I would say, like season like 6 and onward, she kind of like stopped getting a lot of screen time. Maybe Brittany was like busy or something with other movies and projects. Cause I'm just thinking like, damn, Luann is like non-existent in these episodes, and like she's here all the time. It was weird. None of her episodes are ever interesting. The only episodes to me that I really liked that she had was in season 1 when her boyfriend Buckley broke up with her, and Hank tried to get her back into the dating field, and when she moved out and she moved in with these college kids. That's it. Other than that, Luann is not. She's really annoying to me. Like, I feel like she's either dating, crying about something, or she just exists. Like, I don't care about Luann. Like, literally. And we have the next door neighbors, Con, his wife Min, and their daughter Connie. I feel like Con is a very underwhelming character in the show, because I feel like when they introduced him, like I feel like he was supposed to be like this funny character. I think what bothers me is that you don't see him all the time. It's like we see Hank, we see Bill, Boomhauer, and Dale all the time, and they all live next to each other, but we don't see Con. Like, that don't make sense to me. Like, Bill and them always have a way of squeezing themselves into Hank's storylines. Why can't Con do that? And majority of Con's episodes are not that interesting. The only ones that were ever interesting so far, I'm only on season 12, so I know there's probably more on season 13. But I do like the episode when his father-in-law came into town in season 12. That was pretty funny. I like the episode in season 1 when he first moved there. And I like the episode in season 2 when he lied to them about the two personal house. I like the episode in season 10, I believe, when he bought the car wash that Hank was going to buy. But other than that, Con, he's really like, he's funny, like his little remarks are funny. But to me, I think what makes his character so underwhelming was that I thought I was going to see him a little bit more. Like, he really don't really interact with them. Like, he's kind of like non-existent a little bit. And I thought his character was just a little underwhelming. Like, I kind of expected to see him just a little bit more. And I feel like it doesn't make sense to me that we're seeing every other neighbor except for Con. Like, where the fuck are him and Min at? If I can see Bill every single time, then there should be no reason why I'm not seeing Khan on my screen. And that's period. Another character that I think that's funny, that people need to put more respect on, is Hank's boss. I forgot his name. It's not Mr. Fitzgerald. I can't remember his boss name. His boss is hilarious. I absolutely love the episodes with his boss. Like, the propane episodes are at their funniest when his boss is involved. His boss is hilarious. I want to say that, like, I think his boss is very funny. But those are my thoughts on the character of King of the Hill. My favorite character is Cotton, and yeah, I think a lot of characters in this show are very underwhelming. Some of them don't get a lot of episodes focusing on themselves, and I wish that they would do that, like with Boomhauer, or like with Khan, or things of that nature. Like, I would have loved to see an episode where Dale actually figured out that his Nancy was cheating on him. Like, that actually would have been very fucking interesting. But they kind of chose not to do that. But it's like, but in other seasons, she's not even seeing John Redcorn anymore. And like I said, they kind of just wrote him out of the show. Ugh, I can't just talk about that, but whatever. That's getting to the motherfucking season ranking from worst to best so far. Like I said, I've only watched seasons 1 through 9, so let's see what's the worst season so far. Coming in at number 9 is season 9. This season was not funny. Not one single episode stood out. And I finished this season like literally on Monday, and I started season 10 right after that. Not one single episode stood out in this season. Not one. Me personally, I feel like King of the Hill kind of lost itself right after season 8. Season 8 is the last 20 season for King of the Hill, because everything after is not giving. Even season 12, like, a part of me really wants to just skip the season and go straight to season 13, because none of these episodes are giving. But it's not about the other I said other episodes. The other seasons are not giving. Pardon me. It's not giving. But season 9 is just not. There was no funny episodes. Nothing stood out, and everything was just like, ugh. Like, even though the pacing got a little bit better towards the middle of the show, because I do feel like the first few seasons were a little slow, especially season 1. Season 1 was very slow. Like, the only thing people say was boring, because like, it seemed like the plot just kind of like dragged on. It's like it just never got to the point. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. But in these seasons, it's like the plot lines are even more stupid. It's like they're stupid or just not interesting. And season 9 just had no episode that stood out to me. Like, I just felt like I wanted to kill myself, just putting myself through this torture of watching this season. And I was over it. Coming in at number 8 is season 7. I know people are going to be mad because a lot of people say this is like a good season. A lot of people say season 7 is one of their favorites. Please tell me an episode that was interesting, because this season bored me to fucking death. Not a single episode was funny. I don't even remember a episode sticking out to me. I usually will have a favorite episode, but I don't think I really have one outside of the first episode, and that was when this episode about Bobby. That was it. I don't remember a lot of the episodes sticking out to me. I don't remember me laughing as much. I just remember just feeling very bored. Like, yet again, a lot of episodes were Bobby and Peggy based. I'm not watching those episodes. I'm not putting myself through any of that torture with Bobby and Peggy episodes. I'm not doing it. So yeah, season 7 comes in number 8. I'm sorry about it. Coming in at number 7 is season 2. A lot of people are going to be mad because a lot of people say that season 2 is one of their personal favorite episodes. Me personally, this season was very boring. I feel like a lot of the plot lines dragged on and on and on and on and on, and it just never ever got to the point. I was just tired of it just not getting to the point. And I actually have some favorite episodes in season 2 that I forgot to write down. Yep, I totally got to write them down. But top of my head, the episodes I did like in season 2 is episode 1. After the build, everything's picking up from where. No, I'm wrong about that. That's not season. I don't remember the first episode of season 2. Hold on, what's the first episode? I got Hulu right here. Boring. My favorite episodes from season 2 is 15, 17, 18, and 23. That's it. Those are the only funny episodes of season 2. Everything else in between that is boring or very uninteresting, and I just don't care. Season 2 was very slow, very boring. A lot of plot lines were not interesting, and I'm sorry about it. I know people are going to be like, yo, what? Because whenever I look up King of the Hill seasons, right, season 2 was always in the top 5 or top 3 spots. Thinking like, this season didn't give what it needs to give. Sorry. Coming in number 6 is season 5. This season is so forgetful to me. Out of all the seasons that I watched, this season has to be the most forgetful season. Not one single funny episode in this season. I think what irritated me the most towards the other seasons was that they were adding a lot of episodes, and it seems like to me they didn't know what they wanted to do. That they had to give people like Peggy a whole bunch of episodes, and Bobby a whole bunch of episodes, and people like Bill and Luana. It's like, why are people getting episodes? Like, I can understand Peggy and Bobby because the show is about Hank. I can understand that. But why does Bobby have... Bobby will have an episode in the first episode, and then he'll have another one in episode 2. And then another one in episode 4, or another one in episode 10. It's like, damn, do I have to see Bobby all the time? It's like he can't just have like a dialogue in between episodes. Like, it's ridiculous. It's like Bobby does not need 6 fucking episodes focusing on himself. Give him like a good 3 episodes. Like, that's ridiculous. And I don't care about Luann. And Peggy episodes I can't watch. Season 5 had like no good episodes. Like, I feel like this is the most forgetful season out of all of them. This season is so forgetful because there was no good episodes. It was just really, it was unfunny. Really just unfunny. Coming in number 5 is season 8. Season 8 was a very funny season. This is the last good season of King of the Hill so far that I am watching. Season 8 had a lot of good funny episodes. My favorite episodes of season 8 is episode 1, 2, 3, 16, and 20. These episodes were hilarious to me. And like I said, like, when I think of certain seasons, I think of my favorite episodes. I don't have a favorite episode in season 5 or in season 7 or season 9. I do have some in season 2, but I still think season 2 is a very boring season in between because it took way too damn long to get to the funny episodes. The first 10 episodes of season 2 there are no funny episodes in the first 10. No funny episodes in the first 10. None. There are no funny episodes in that first 10. None. Unlike season 8, we're getting straight to it. Like, the episodes were just like boom, 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 and they were hilarious. I actually really enjoyed watching season 8. Now we'll go back and watch these episodes again. I'll go back and watch the season again. Coming number 4 is season 3. Season 3 was very funny. Definitely way better than season 2. They definitely did a way better job because season 2 did not give. My favorite episode of season 3 is 1, 3, 5, 10, 12, and 17. I absolutely love these episodes. Like I just said, this is a way better season, way better pace, and just a way better way of putting these characters in way more in interesting situations. Coming in number 4 is season 4. I think season 4 is the most underrated season out of the seasons that I have watched because I feel like no one talks about season 4 and how funny it was. Season 4 was definitely way better than season 5 in my opinion. Season 4 had episodes like 2, 1, 5, 6, 7, 13, 14, 16, and 21. These episodes were hilarious to me. Like, we got to see a little bit more Cotton in Season 4 because Cotton was in Season 3. I'm taking that back. He was in Season 3. Everybody going to say I didn't see him as much, but that's a lie. Cotton was in Season 3. I think I would love it. Instead of having a whole bunch of episodes about Peggy and Bobby, I would love to see more episodes with Cotton. I would love if Cotton would have gotten like 10 episodes focused on himself because he's actually funny and actually interesting, unlike Bobby and Peggy. That would be more interesting. But maybe the actor was a little bit more expensive to come to the show. Maybe that's probably what it was. Maybe the actor was a little bit more expensive to come on set. But it's like, even if the actor did want to be written off, or even if he did ask for too much, it's like you could always find somebody else to play that person. I mean, is it that hard? But yeah, season 4 was a very funny season, and I just feel like it's very underrated. Coming in number 2 is season 6. This season was very funny. Like, I had a lot of fun watching season 6. I was cracking up the whole time watching this season. Just a very funny season. Again, just better fast-paced episodes. Again, we're putting these characters in more interesting situations. And I don't remember getting as much Bobby or Peggy episodes in this season. They decided to focus on other people, like giving Dale something to do, and Boomhauer and Cotton and like Hank. These characters a little bit more to do. Like, they're focusing on Hank's boss. It's like, I want to see other people. I don't want to keep seeing Bobby and Peggy episodes because that shit got ridiculous. And season 6, my favorite episodes are 4, 11, 19, 20, 21, and 22. I absolutely love these episodes. They were hilarious. And coming in number 1 as my personal favorite season from King of the Hill is season 1. I really love season 1. Like I said, even though season 1 was probably the most slow-paced it, I had a lot of fun just watching like how the animation looked in the beginning, how everything looked in the beginning compared to how it looks now. In the other seasons, everything looks so upgraded and updated, and everything is so much more fast-paced compared to how it was back in 1997 watching it. And I absolutely just love season 1. I have nothing against season 1. I think if they would have kept the episodes at 13, I don't think they would have had as much trouble as finding something to write as much as they did. Like, even at seasons like 10 and like 11 and 12, the episodes are shortened, but the storylines are so insufferable. They're so insufferable. Like, there's like only one good episode in season 11. There's like only 2 good episodes in season 12 so far. And I have not watched season 13. But in season 1, my favorite episodes are 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, and 12. These episodes were funny to me, and I had a lot of fun watching them. That has really been my review / ranking of King of the Hill. I would personally give this show a 10 out of 10. I personally love watching it. I would say compared to adult animation shows that I have seen, this show is a little bit more consistent. Is probably a harsh word because I feel like the seasons now, it just seems a little bit, the show seems very different. For some reason, it just seems the comedy don't hit no more. The characters, it's like, you know, people say that a TV show would take the one trait from each character and make that their whole personality. It's like that's exactly what they're doing in King of the Hill. Oh, Bobby is a weird kid trying to find his place in the world, so every episode is about Bobby being weird. Oh, Peggy is a self-righteous feminazi, so every episode is about her being a feminist and being a self-righteous feminist. That shit is annoying. Dale is chaotic and blind, so every episode is about Dale being chaotic and blind. Even though Dale finds ways to be entertaining, it's just like, even his storylines got stupid. Like, even they got dumb. And like Boomhauer, he don't even talk no more, so they completely just stopped making him speak, he a fucking mute now. He kind of just stands there and drinks his beer. Bill is pathetic. He's sad and miserable. So that's his entire story. That's Bill's entire personality. He's just miserable and sad and weird. Luana, she's just man obsessed, so that's what they decided to make her, man obsessed, and everybody else just kind of exists. Oh, Hank, oh my gosh, and I definitely feel like Hank is definitely just so one-dimensional now. Hank used to be funny, he used to have great comedic timing. Now Hank is just a self-righteous, uptight person. Like, he is just so uptight about everything. Everything. He don't want to do nothing. He don't want to step outside of his bounds. Nothing. He's so uptight, and that's his only character trait, being uptight. And it's just like, oh my gosh, what happened to these characters? And I know what it was. The show was on air for too long, and I don't know. I just think you just can't keep cartoons running for too long. I think it could have just ended King of the Hill with season 8. I mean, it's not even a drama show, so it's like, does it really matter how it ends, in my opinion? It's like, does it really matter? I would say compared to other adult animation shows that I've seen, I would say it's a little bit more, I don't think it lost itself as bad as other shows did, and that's what I'll say. Like, it's not bad, but like, it's not the same. It's a different show, but it's not terrible compared to other shows that I've seen that completely lost what the fuck it was. Like shows like South Park, like shows like Bob's Burgers, like these shows lost themselves so quick in the game. And I didn't watch South Park that far, but like I did watch glimpses of it. I just remember thinking like, okay, it was funny and everything like that, but like, I don't know, I feel like focusing on them as kids for too long, it got a little boring. It got stupid. It's like, okay, do something different. Like, I don't know. And I think that show has been off way too fucking long. Like, when the fuck is South Park going in? Are y'all serious? The Simpsons is still on TV. And like, I can't really have a big opinion on Simpsons because I remember watching it, but like, I've never watched like a whole full episode before. But I can understand how iconic The Simpsons is in our culture. Like the animation, the characters, everything about The Simpsons is very different. I totally get it, but it don't change the fact that show has been on air for way too fucking long. It's like it's still on the air. That's crazy. But that has been my thoughts on King of the Hill. Tell me yours in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.